Hello, my name is Bobby Perry. This is the 31st episode of BPerryFilms Podcast. I'll be introducing a new member to my team at my company, BPerryFilms. His name is Pius Kehinde. He is based in Nigeria, South Africa, and let me tell you, it has been a great experience working with him over the past month so far. I'm excited to have him on this podcast to ask him some questions about his experience working with me through these different launches and modifications to my business. This is an opportunity to get him outside of his comfort zone by getting him on camera to share his knowledge and expertise. Pius is also a freelance writer and data analyst and can be found on Upwork and Fiverr. And I would like to get an opportunity for him to introduce himself and share a little bit of his knowledge. So Pius, introduce yourself to the audience.
All right, thank you, Bobby. It's a pleasure joining this podcast today. My name is Kehinde Pius from Nigeria. I'm a family man, and I do content writing, SEO content writing, and my job is to help businesses and organizations to make the best of their online presence by creating engaging content that resonates with their potential customers or clients. And also, I'm a data analyst, helping businesses and organizations to analyze, visualize, and interpret their data to help them make data-driven decisions, which will help them to scale up their businesses and also outstand their contemporaries or their competitors. Over the past few months, I've been with BPerryFilms as an admin assistant, and my work with BPerryFilms has been inclusive of keyword research, market research, email funnel writing, organizing events, and also onboarding new clients to the organization, to the company. Over the period of being with this company, I've been learning the different activities and operations of the company, and indeed, it has been a wonderful time together. Thank you.
Yeah, that was great. So right before we get into the meet and greet of everything, I want to introduce him as my admin assistant, which is a big title, and preparing for that can be a lot of work. We spent about maybe 2 weeks on training between the pre-recorded and also one-on-one, getting through the program, learning about the different services, how do we interact with clients, how do we interact with brands. So before we even get to the meet and greet of that, can you tell us a little bit about your writing experience and a little bit of your background in data analysts and data entry?
All right. Thank you, Bobby. I've been into SEO writing for the past 6 years, through which I've been privileged to work with different businesses and website owners across different parts of the world. I'm also versatile in CMS, that is a content managing system. So I don't only write, I also help busy business owners to manage their website or their blogs, writing and publishing engaging content on their website to help them get more tractions, help people know about their product and their services, which eventually aims at bringing in more profits or more sales to the company. And data analytics journey started last year, where I see need to balance my content writing with the ability to read and understand business data to help them make better decisions in the favor of their business. And that led me to acquiring the necessary skills in Microsoft Excel, Microsoft Power BI, and SQL. Those are the major data analytics tools. Of course, we still have others, but majorly those tools are necessity for every data analytics. And in the course of my training and after the training, I've been able to analyze different data, create different dashboards, and also give interpretation to the data that the stakeholder of the company can easily reach and come up with the next thing to do to move their business forward. Thank you.
Yeah, that's good. A lot of people don't realize how important SEO, writing techniques, math techniques intertwine with each other. I think what's interesting about BPerryFilms is that a lot of people who aren't subscribed to the newsletter aren't aware that there is a blog that I post. I blog at least once or twice a month, and it's usually more detail as to like what the podcast is about, kind of like exclusive information. Because on a video you can only share but so much because people's attention span is so small. But when you're talking about blogs, people are more in tune for getting information, digesting it, and processing it in their mind and seeing how they can apply it. So when I was thinking about hiring people, I was thinking, how do I find people who are good at SEO, time management, working in a fast-paced environment, and offer certain skills that I may not be strong in? Because the processes about this program is about growing both you and also you as a mentor. So each week that I'm working with Pius, we work on a different skill, whether it's marketing techniques, whether it's goal setting, whether it's developing a new concept that we never tried before and just experimenting and seeing what works and what doesn't work. So my question to you is, when you saw an application on Acadium, what made you choose BPerryFilms out of the other companies that were out there?
All right, thank you. Actually, the only option given to me at the time was BPerryFilm. Of course, I have the option of accepting the offer or rejecting it, the offer, which we prompt bringing in another company or another brand that I could possibly work with. But reaching through the company profile and the possibility of getting to learn new things, coming out of getting to get familiar with new field entirely. I mean, the film industry and things related to that, including the podcasting, YouTubing and the like, which are of course out of what I'm normally used to. So to me, I felt it is a worthwhile adventure. I love pursuing new things. I love learning new skill. I love coming out of my shell, coming out of my comfort zone to test new water and see what could actually come out of that for me. So I felt, oh, if this is all that this company have to offer, let's give it a try and let's see how we can move together over the space of time. And it is actually a journey that it has been worth it over the time. Thank you.
I remember when we were doing the application and you got kind of nervous because I asked for you to submit a video. And you were like, I'm shy, I'm not used to being in front of the camera, but I'm like, in a film company, that's what we do. We're in front of the camera. You learn how to use Zoom, some of the pro features. I have a community area for my employees called BPerryFilms Community, where we write some updates. People can share their milestones, what can we improve, what are something that we have accomplished, and stuff like that. And what's good about Price is that he's very prompt. When I have a certain deadline for him, whether it needs to be done in a week or in a couple of days, he's very efficient at getting things done. Making sure that sources are cited is definitely a must, because people always come back for your references to make sure that everything is legit and you are skilled at a certain area. So we've been implementing that a lot. Like I said, this is like my first time working with someone, even though that you work part-time with me, but this is my first time working with someone that's not a traditional freelancer. Usually I hire a freelancer for maybe like a logo, but everything else, or maybe photography for like my photo shoots and stuff. But usually I'm recording all the videos, editing the videos, coming up with the concept, doing all the outreach, preparing for webinars, speaking engagements, courses. It's just a lot going on. So it was great when I decided one day, I was like, let me test out an intern, see how everything goes, see how I'm able to adapt. with a different personality, see what he has to offer, see what he has to bring, and see how that can be implemented into my business to ease up the workload for myself a little bit, but give me that reassurance that everything I'm doing is okay. And I'm asking him every single week, how are you doing? How are you digesting the information? Do you need me to go over anything? Just to make sure that he has clarity. Because if someone's confused, everything just goes downhill after that. You want to make sure when you're working with clients, you are aware of what their contribution is, what your contribution is. We talk about non-disclosure agreements, make sure that everyone's privacy is following HIPAA's guidelines. Like if I'm working on a project right here and it's about to launch in another month, I don't want to hear anyone talking about it until it's ready to launch. Because we want to make sure that everyone is surprised, everybody is getting the high quality information that they can. So it's nice getting to work with someone to show them what behind the scenes looks like. Do you feel at any point you feel overwhelmed or you're consuming the information just fine?
Of course, I'm getting along fine. To me, it's a growth process, and every growth process will definitely require you stretching yourself. So, but the stretching to me is something I love. I'm getting to know some new things. One of the things that has stand out over the time of being together is that every skill is worth monetizing. Before I do believe, if you monetize this, perhaps people might not want to subscribe. People love to have things free of charge. But working together has opened my eyes to see that more free of charge, of course, at the long run, breed a set of unserious people in most cases, because they felt maybe it is free because it is of lesser value, or it doesn't measure up to the standard of those that are being monetized. So I'm seeing from the perspective of packaging one's skills, as much as one wants to be a blessing to others, but also getting monetary returns from what you do while you're also imparting other lives. So it's been a wonderful experience.
Yeah, I believe yesterday you asked a question and you were like, why don't people offer too much free on a course? And I'm just like, because most people won't digest the information. People will think it's less value. People won't appreciate it. People just want their money back. And then people don't understand as a creator side that you're spending a lot of time and effort creating this digital product, whether it's a cohort or a self-paced course or even a webinar. When people invest money, they're more likely to pay attention and apply the skills. But when people attend something for free, like I had mentioned to you, I went to it was basically like a focus group. We were together for a couple of weeks, meeting once a week. And we were reading through this book to see what information that we can dissect and tweak and stuff for the writer. And the class started out with 300 people, and by the end, there was only 40 of us left. It wasn't that the fact that his information was bad or anything, but it was the fact that they didn't invest any money into it. So it was just like, what are we here for? You know? And some people felt overwhelmed by the amount of material that was given. But it was great that that person offered us a freebie. I learned a lot of information out of it, but I'm aware that he has paid courses, some in the 4-figure mark, some in the 5-figure mark. But he just wanted to test out his book right before you went out to publish it. And like I said, we were providing him feedback and we were part of his newsletter campaign. So we're always the first to get exclusive information. And seeing how he has grown over the past years has been amazing. But sometimes when you go to free events, the quality is a lot less. There's not really much of a transformation versus a paid course. And what's neat about BPerryFilms and the Artistic Creator Academy is that it's very customer centered. Like we have the YouTubers Create, where it's about community building, peer reviews, whether it's your video, your thumbnails, monthly live lessons with me and guest speakers sometimes, learning how to go from an amateur to going with the flow to being consistent, and then all the way to becoming a pro and monetizing your work and showing that you as a business owner can be confident in your own skill, build an audience, and still fulfill your dream. You know, that's the whole thing about running a business. It's not always about the money, but it's about the transformation that you have impacting people's lives. And that's the message that a lot of creators miss out on. So yeah, that's my thoughts. What are some of the hopes that you wish to gain from this program? What BPerryFilms and the Artistic Creator Academy?
Yeah, my goal after this experience is to put to practice some of these things that I've been learning. Already I've gotten my website launched. I think that was about 2 weeks ago. I closed up my website sometime last year, but now I see the need to reopen it so as to be a kind of platform to market some of the things I do that can be of benefits to the larger world. So after this experience, I want to put together all this knowledge and also see what I can bring out of this to help individual and businesses to make more profit.
Definitely. And believe it or not, my course, Creating an Effective Business Plan, actually prepares people for launches and help people scale their business. So for you personally, why do you think someone should sign up for Creating an Effective Business Plan for courses that are offered at Artistic Creator Academy?
Yeah, the Creating an Effective Business Plan is a training program every new business or an existing business need to subscribe to because the training program offers them comprehensive knowledge of all it takes to succeed in their business. Of course, it is not a do for you kind of training, but the training will work alongside with them with our experienced facilitators and where research and in-depth resources that will be made available in the course of the training. And it will give them general overview of every element of building a successful business plan. It's not just, I believe it's not just about writing a business plan. Virtually everybody can do that. But there are some business plans that cannot stand out amidst several other business plans. Suppose you want to pitch your business to investors. So what they want to first look into is the component of your business plan to see, does this business have anything to offer us in return of our investment? So this program will offer them an in-depth knowledge of creating a business plan that stands out anywhere at any time. And one other good thing I say about this program is that the empowerment for this program can also empower one to generate extra income by helping others who could not access the program or could not participate in the program to create their own business. And so it is a two-way profit to the student or to the participant. One, they're able to create business plan for their home business and can also become a skill in their hands where they charge other businesses to create their business plan. And aside that, we also have combined together with the training our community of business owners, those that have hands-on experience on different pieces of business and those that are just starting up. So it creates a room for partnership and collaboration, and also can learn from others, learn from their failures, learn from their success stories, and see what you can package together from all those various experience to make the best out of your business. So, and the community YouTube, I'm a creator space, which is a community of the business owners. So can only be accessed when subscription is made for creating an effective business plan. So it means without this, you cannot access the other one. So it is a program I want to encourage every business owner, particularly those that are just trying to find their niche and create an expression for their business to subscribe to, because it's going to really be of help to their business and help them scale too.
Definitely. And I have seen some of your blog posts, and people don't realize that building a website can be challenging, because what's interesting about websites, as I do a lot of audits for the podcast, is that you can't fake your followers. You can't fake the traffic. You can't tell a story if there's no story. People are very visual. People are going to be very intensive, and they're going to your website for a certain reason, whether it's to order some pizza, whether it's to read a blog post about the daily news, whether it's about financial tips on how to save money, prepare for taxes as it's tax season. You know, people go onto a certain site for a certain thing and for a certain purpose. And they want to make sure that this company is legit. They want to know what the location is. They want to know about that CEO, the team, the services, the offer, the transformation. People want to be a part of that, and they want to see you grow internally and externally. Like I said, when you first started out, you were very shy in front of the camera. So it's like, I'm gonna break you out of that shell. You said that you wanted to start a YouTube channel. We're getting you started, rebranding yourself, making sure that you're following the guidelines, because a lot of people don't read the terms and conditions because they're so long. But people don't know the difference between fair use, copyright, plagiarism. People don't know about thumbnails. People don't know about finding a niche or niche, however you want to pronounce it. People don't know about market research. People want to skip over all those steps because they saw someone go viral. But anyone who goes viral, you ask them how they got to where they are. The answer is, I don't know, because they don't know. You don't know what video is going to spark. There was a channel that me and you had looked at, and I had stumbled upon it a couple weeks ago. This guy was on YouTube for 2 years total. In his first year on YouTube, he wasn't getting much engagement. He was only getting between 1 to about 14 views per video for the first year. And then all of a sudden it spiked, and he gained over 400,000 subscribers the following year, you know? And what happened is that people liked his content, and then they started binge watching his other content. And then they started sharing his posts, and more people kept sharing, and more people kept sharing. People started liking it, more engagement. He started interacting with his clients, well, not his clients, but his subscribers a little bit more, and it just kept growing his traffic a lot faster. And he made so much money off of his channel, from affiliate marketing to running his business and some other things, his other sources of revenues. But it just shows that even people of color have an opportunity to grow on YouTube, even though it doesn't seem like we have many opportunities in anything that we do, you know? But yeah, that's something to keep in mind. And it was very inspirational. And he's very humble about his experience, because he knows that it can go away at any time. So my question for you is, how do you deal with working in a different time zone? I know it's nighttime where you are, while it's daytime over here. How do you mentally prepare for your busy schedule? Because we work for a couple of hours a day.
Well, what I simply do is to align my time zone with whoever I'm working with outside the zone, so that every other thing is clear up ahead of that time, so that there won't be any interference of activities of programs or interruption rather. So working with different time zones to me has not really been an issue. Of course, due to lighting and the likes, it may get darker here when it is getting too late in the night. But I think one way or the other, I've been trying to maneuver to ensure that the difference in location is not a barrier.
Yeah, it can be challenging, but I'm glad that you're able to adapt with it. I know it can be hard because you could be sleeping. What can people expect from BPerryFilms?
Lots. BPerryFilms offer different programs and packages that virtually every level of business can benefit from. Like we offer podcast podcasting services that perhaps you want to feature us on your podcast or your live events or meeting. So you want us to be a blessing to your audience. You want us to help stir up or empower your audience. So it is one of the services we offer. And so also we offer review services for businesses and organizations. So we want us to help you to review what you're doing in order to get your service or products out there to larger audience. And we do this by featuring such a service on our platform, on our YouTube platform, and also get it published on our website, and also it will be shared across our various social media platforms. So which gives your business a wider coverage to different audience across all these various platforms, where we help you to push out information about your business too. And also we have courses. We have course and membership. Our membership program is called YouTubers Create, which is created for YouTubers at different levels. Perhaps you are just starting out in your YouTubing journey, or you are already an established YouTuber but want to learn more ways to maximize your your presence on the YouTube, or perhaps you want to make more money on the YouTube. So the program walk the participants through the various phases of becoming a successful YouTubers. And also it is a community, it's a kind of community-based program where members have access to peers review of their channel and their content, to know what they are doing right and which area of their content they need to improve on. And also as a community, there is access to collaboration with other YouTubers to get more done. And subscription to this membership program also offers our members access to our monthly training and teaching and training on these key issues, this key component of scaling through your YouTube journey. And that is being anchored by our CEO and other guests of our platform. And also the other part is courses. We have creating an effective business plan, which, like I said earlier on, is a comprehensive training program that equip businesses and business owners to create a business plan that stands out. And it goes for $1,240 per year. And this 1 year subscription gives you access to creating an effective business plan, and also our creator space, which is a community of like-minded business owners. Of course, you can subscribe for solely creating an effective business plan without joining our community. So creating the training on its own is $1,000 per year. And to make it easy for subscribers, you can pay, if you don't have $1,000 to pay at once, you can pay in 4 instrumental payments of $200 and $250 per payment in 4 different places. Or if you are subscribing for the bundle, which comprises of the creating an effective business plan and the creator space, which is a community of business owners, you can also pay for that on 4 instrumental payment of $310 per payment in different places. So those are some of the things we do. We also offer website auditing. You want to know why your website is not converting. Like these days, I tell people that it's not just about having a website. You need to understand what makes our website stand out among several millions of websites on the Google search engine. So you want to know, after so much investment, why your website is not bringing in the desired result. So we help audit your website and point your attention to what you need to improve on, and that to help you get the desired result on your website. So BPerryFilms have so many packages for our audience, and by just clicking on our website, BPerryFilms.com, you can see more of our services and our training programs that can be of help to your business.
Definitely. Out of all the services that we offer, what is the one that stands out to you the most?
Yeah, to me, both creating an effective business plan and YouTubers Create seems to interest me the most, because I understand that no business succeeds without an effective business plan. And also, over the year, I've been thinking of launching my YouTube journey. I created my channel about 5 years ago, but because of lack of clarity of what to be, I abandoned it. So when I get to know that is part of the services offered by this company, I was so eager that, oh, that means this is a time to reactivate what was abandoned some years ago. And with the little time of working together, now give me some clarity of what could be done on my channel, what could be a package, and how to approach different issues on launching a YouTube channel that will succeed. So those two programs especially seems to interest my mind out of all the, of course, all other programs are also wonderful, but those two standouts for me.
Yeah, I'm glad that you like those two. And they actually go hand in hand. Because when you're thinking about creating an effective business plan or writing a business plan in general, when you're going through the course, it's just like you don't know what to expect. You're learning essential business tips and techniques. I know a lot of people want to say that they're entrepreneurs, but we don't really see them do any work. We see people coming out their Airbnbs or car rental that they have on the side of the house and saying, check me out, I'm a millionaire. See what you can do if you apply yourself and make like 100K in a month and stuff like that. But people don't talk about how much work and dedication that they put to get that type of money if that's their real lifestyle, you know? And people get discouraged about how long it's going to take for them to get to where they are. I know there's a lot of factors. It could be your skin complexion, it could be your ethnicity, it could be your background, it could be your upbringing that can affect the way that you perform or move around with your business. And then you have YouTubers Create, which is mainly kind of like a docu-film where you're learning the techniques as to creating a good video, high quality video. Like I had mentioned to you, and for many people who have subscribed to my YouTube channel have noticed growth. My first video was a trailer of my grandmother who lived to be 100. And that was a good stepping stone. I got to show people my artistry in a 30-second trailer. And then I created my first YouTube post. And I was very nervous. I kept reading my lines over and over. It took me a whole hour to make a 3-minute video. And then I was like, it's a year later. I have a website now. So let me do welcome to the BPerryFilms page. A little bit more different, more enthusiastic, and more confident. And then we have the Artistic Creator Academy, where I'm talking about the program and how it could be essential to people. And for people who are confused, the difference between the Artistic Creator Academy and BPerryFilms is that BPerryFilms is more geared towards established businesses, people who are already fully registered. I do offer business coaching for people who need a little bit of advice getting from point A to point B. But when you want something like a big transformation, I recommend signing up for the Artistic Creator Academy, where it goes from an A to Z transition. We're learning all the tools and techniques, kind of like the glossary of content, where I get to focus with the clients a little bit more and small groups. But there's always a way that people can join in on the program, whether it's a membership, a course, a one-on-one session, or even to market your products and services if you're eligible. But there's always room for people to grow And I think the most exciting thing about my business, personally for me, is seeing the transformation of my audience from going from just being a podcast to going to webinars because people want exclusive information, building a website, setting up one-on-one coaching, setting up courses to get more people together to collaborate with each other and build that type of foundation that is lacked when it comes to being a creator, because a lot of people feel loneliness or feel like they can't trust people. But we're all here to serve a purpose, and that's to help each other grow. We shouldn't be competing against each other. We should be collaborating more. You know, it's just a way that we go about doing business that could be changed. So my next question to you, we're almost done. What made you choose this position besides taking a entry level position? Because an admin's assistant is kind of like top tier.
Yeah, what makes me to choose this position? I think from my from the background I'm coming from, having acquired different skills on different areas of scaling and online businesses, business online, particularly from the perspective of SEO and content writing, and also basic knowledge of email marketing and others. So that gives me a foundation that can be built on, unlike someone that is just coming on board afresh regarding things that have to do with online business, have no ideas, just getting to know about how the online business and its terrain works. So I already have the background, and so it makes the work easier for me. It's just about learning things that I don't know about before, and also collaborating that with the skills I already have to make the best of my time with the company I work with.
And let's tell people, email marketing is more complex than it seems. Because you don't know, you throw in the spam folder or promotions folder, the inbox. It's just a lot of work, whether you're working with videos, images, finding a good email client, figuring out if it's more about subscribers or about more campaigns. Everybody has different prices and a way that they delegate how you run your business. You know, there's a lot of factors that goes into it.
Yeah.
What are some skills that you feel like you have gained from this internship so far?
Okay, I think one of the major skills I've gained is developing more confidence in myself. Now the internship has helped me to break some barriers. Of course, there are things you can do naturally, but you felt maybe you couldn't, or you felt you have not built your capacity up to the extent of doing them. But coming in contact with someone that helps you to believe in yourself and assuring you that, oh, guy, you can do it. So helps to come out of those barriers, and I see that happening in me. I've been able to come over some barriers and begin to see more possibilities, most especially on the digital space, and what can come out of that in the coming years.
Definitely. Like even during an interview, I asked you what are some of your weaknesses that you feel like you could work on a little bit better, and you were very transparent. A lot of people talk about imposter syndrome. In case you don't know what it is, it's usually when people have self-doubt about their performance, but usually people haven't tried something outside of their comfort zone. So I thought it was important to treat everyone, even my employees, just like how I treat my clients. I want people to write out their goals, take a personality test, figure out what are some things that they're good at, figure out some stuff that they're not good at, figure out stuff that they haven't tried before. And that's what I implemented in my business. I was like, I'm new to social media. I never used it before I started my business. But I was like, each month I'm going to be focusing on something different. So I'm going to try to master something on YouTube, focus on that for a month. The next month, figure out Instagram. Next month, go back to YouTube. Next month, go to email marketing. Next month, and just review through that. And each month, as I'm going through each session, I'm looking at the analytics, and we do this every single week that we come together, figure out what's working, see what post is trending, see how many impressions, seeing how people are reacting, seeing how many people share, all that good stuff, because that impacts what content that you're going to be producing in the future. It's like we can start out with a niche in the beginning, but if it doesn't align with what our clients want, it's not going to grow, it's not going to flourish. But having a mixture of what they want and having a little bit of what you want makes it more interesting, because you're putting a little piece of your personality, something that you're interested in, with a little dab of, I care about my clients and I'm going to help them the way that I can. And hopefully they'll engage with that content and hopefully search the content that I enjoy, and maybe they'll resonate with that somehow in some type of capacity, So it's a lot to figure out, especially in the beginning. But eventually you create content pillars, which we'll be mentioning and YouTubers create. So yeah, more details on that soon. My last question for you is, when did you feel like you became a good fit for the company?
Yeah, when I read through the vision and the goals of the company, and I also look into my skill set, and I can see a kind of alignment. So that makes me to see myself as a potential for the company.
Definitely. So this was great. I want to give Pius opportunity and congratulate him on doing his first face video, and showcasing his craft. And it's great having you on board for these next couple of months. We may be renewing you for another season as well. I can't wait to see what's going to happen and the transformations that we have lined up. And hopefully people will sign up for either creating an effective business plan course, or YouTubers Create, or Creator Space, anywhere between those courses and memberships. And then also there's an opportunity for people to get one-on-ones with me and even join the podcast to market their business and services, as long as they're a registered business for at least a year. This has been a very fulfilling experience working with you so far, and I can't wait to see what you're going to be like once we hit April, and you'll be looking back at these videos and you'll be like, wow, I really have accomplished something. And I want you to feel like that every single day. Every day is a new learning curve. You don't know what's going to be thrown at you. You don't know what obstacles are going to come your way. Like, you started learning how to create email campaigns. You have experience writing blogs. You have experience putting course material together, market research. Like, you can accomplish anything. Those are fundamental skills that a lot of people haven't mastered yet. I think a lot of people spend time on repurposing other people's content rather than doing their own due diligence of creating their own content. People are coming there for you. They're not coming for other people's work. They're coming there for you, So just keep that in mind for anyone who's watching that. I'm watching this video right now. Remember, people are coming to watch you. They're not coming to watch someone else. Don't worry about what your competitors do. Just focus on yourself. So yeah. Any last word that you want to leave?
Thank you, Bobby. Yeah, I want to say thank you for bringing me on this podcast today, and to those watching us from the rest part of the world. I want to encourage you to subscribe to YouTubers Create, and also creating an effective business plan, because it's really going to do your business a lot of good. So see you sometimes again. Thank you.
No problem. Is there any way that people can connect with you?
Yeah, I can be connected with on LinkedIn. Simply search Kehinde Pius Oluwole on LinkedIn, same name on Facebook, and we can take up the journey from there.
Okay, sounds good. You can follow me on YouTube, Instagram at BPerryFilms, and also on Clubhouse, BPerryFilms. And I can't wait to see you guys in my course, or either my membership, or even a one-on-ones. Take this opportunity to showcase your craft and grow. I want to work with all of you the best way that I can, and make sure that you put in the effort every single day. Be confident in your own skin, and enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.
All right. Bye bye.